Well, good morning, everybody. It is so hazy and foggy out here this morning. Look at that. So much rain yesterday, and everything is wet this morning. So I got to go out here and check my bird feeders, because when it rains, a lot of times the bird seed gets all wet, and that's not good because it starts to ferment, and the birds won't eat it then. I mean, it'll get wet down in there. Yeah, all of that that's in the tray is wet. So I'm going to try to do this. I don't know how. But I've simply got to get all that wet seed out of there. It's kind of hard to do it. And for one, I'm going to somewhere over here. Find a place to put the tripod down. Yeah, I simply got to get that wet bird feed out of the very bottom of it. Put them some. They've already got seed in there, and all of it didn't get wet. They're probably wondering this morning why I'm not out here doing this earlier, so they'll have bird seed to eat. Put a little bit more in there. I don't think we're supposed to get any more rain till next week. But the birds might come out here to eat if I clean up their seed. See, the seed inside the container's not wet, but down in the tray it gets wet in here. Yeah, it gets wet down in there, and it'll start caking up. And then it'll ferment, and it'll start growing stuff. And then your seeds will turn into plants. Let's hope it didn't get all up in there. I put my boots on this morning because it's so wet out here. It's unreal. Go around here and check the first rose bushes I planted, or we planted, since you planted them with me. Well, my mom's is doing okay right there. Coming up, they'll look good. Poor rose, it was beat up with the rain yesterday, but it's still pretty. And there's my little buddy. There's my little buddy. Yeah, there's my little buddy. My little buddy. And there's this rose. It hasn't opened yet. So that's good. That's the deeper red one. Or the deep pink one. And there's my yellow rose. And there's my other rose we planted. That bud hasn't opened. I don't know if that's going to be the light pink. I think it is. Or the dark one. Yeah, I know. You want attention. You want attention this morning. Yes, you do. You want attention this morning. Yeah, he wants attention this morning. He's getting wet. Yeah. The leaves are dripping on him. The leaves are all dripping on him. Come on, you gonna let us go check the other rose bushes? Yep, he's coming with me. He's going with me. Yeah, I got to go back here and check my rose bushes. Are you coming? He says, I'm thinking about it. He says, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, he says, I'm thinking about it. Let's see if I can put this down. I caught you that time. Come here, little buddy. Come here, little buddy, kitty, kitty. Yeah, come here. There you go, yeah. He's a sweet kitty this morning. Yes, he is. He's a sweetheart. Yes, he is. Where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah. He likes that. He likes that. Yes, he does. He has to come help me work in the garden. Yes, he does. Or she. It's a birdette, not a buddy. But he's my little buddy. She's my little buddy. Yeah, she is my little buddy. Yeah, she's my little buddy. He says, oh, I like that so much. I like that so much. Yeah, I like that so much. All of my viewers love you, little buddy. Yes, they do. They were asking to see more of you. Yes, they are. They like their little buddy coming around here. Yeah. I think the birds are sleeping this morning. Of course, they knew that the seed was kind of damp. They don't like it when it gets wet. They'll always wait for me to clean it up, put them fresh seed out before they'll come to the feeder. Yeah, they will. They wait. I was going to show everybody or check on my rose bushes back there, but you want attention. Yeah, you want attention this morning. And it's that time of year. The animals are shedding. I pet him a little bit, and she's got hair just coming off of her. Woo! Yeah, you're shedding. You're shedding for the summer. Yeah. He likes that. Yes, he does. Or she does. She likes that. My little buddy. My little buddy. Yeah. Likes that, my little buddy. You gonna be a YouTube star, huh? Are you gonna be a little YouTube star? I think you are. I think you're gonna be a little YouTube star. Whew. Yeah, I think you are. You gonna turn your back to me now? Hmm? You gonna turn your back to me now? Yeah. He says, I think I'll turn back around. I think I'll turn back around. Let me raise the camera up a little bit. Can't see him. Well, can't see my buddy. Yeah, what are you doing? I don't want your butt up in my face. I don't want your butt up in my face. No, I don't want your butt up in my face. I just want to make sure they can see you because they're asking to see you. You're going to be just a little bitty. You're going to be a buddy to YouTube. You're going to be everybody's buddy. Yeah. You're going to be everybody's buddy. Be everybody's buddy, huh? Yeah. He's gonna be everybody's buddy. Yes, he is. She's gonna be everybody's little buddy. Did you hear something? Did you hear something? Huh? Did you hear something? Yeah, who heard something? He says, oh, that feels so good. Yeah, he said, that feels so good. He said, that feels so good, just don't stop. So just don't stop. I like that. Say, I like that, don't stop. Yeah. Come on, we got to go check on the other rose bushes. Yeah, we do. I got cat hair all over my fingers. But they love the rain. Look at there. They're looking good. They're just perked right up. All three of them on this side. Little buddy staying up on the step. He says, I don't want to come out in this wet grass. He says, I don't want to come out in this wet grass. Look at there. I'm going to stay right there where it's dry. Whoa. It's close there. But see, those rose bushes over here are looking good too. They love that rain, as well as my bigger ones. But I came out here this morning and oh, look at that. That's one of the leaves that I didn't harvest the other day. And look how big it's gotten. And there's my Brussels sprout right there. And there's my Chinese cabbage or broccoli. It's like it's starting to put out some little heads at the top. And I'm not sure if that's Chinese spinach or what that is. I plant stuff and then sometimes I don't mark it and I forget what it is. My not knockout roses, it's my walking onions and my kale. I need to harvest that. I'll probably have kale for supper tonight or with my supper. And there's another one of those. That's looking good. I hope we don't get another freeze because I don't want to break that down to cover it. Look there. Be surprised what a little bit of rain will do for your plants just overnight. Chinese cabbage. And that little thing there is still surviving down in there. I don't know what it is. And you can see I haven't done anything to my buckets. I just put all the dirt and the scraps and all that good stuff in there. And I've let them sit there till I get ready to plant. I came out and opened up my greenhouse this morning. Because when that sun comes out and it starts getting hot, there's some more Chinese cabbage there too. My leeks. More Chinese cabbage. And my peas. I got more peas coming up. Look at there. If we don't get any more freezing cold weather to where it kills it back. My one little surviving radish. And the name wore off of that, so I don't remember what I put in there. But look how that mint's growing since we got a little bit of rain and cooler nights. So the sun's come out so bright. And my potatoes. And my tree collard. As soon as there's no more danger of a freeze, I'm going to take that smallest tree collard out of there and put it in its own bucket. And I need to put another hole in the bottom of that little pink dish pan because it's not draining good enough. And look at there. Look at those red onions, how tall the shoot is on it. And those are growing too. Since they've taken, you know, they got established in this little grow bag thing, they're starting to grow a little bit now. Can't wait to do some planting. And my Brussels sprouts, look at there. And remember, I usually harvest the leaves. They're trying to head up. You can see all along there, they're trying to head up. But usually I just harvest the leaves. I may let one of them go ahead and try to head up and see what happens. But usually when I do that, the bugs get in them. There goes my buddy. Yeah, my little buddy. He's going to come back here. He says, well, I'll get my feet wet. I'll stay with you. He says, we'll check out the garden together. But yeah, I opened the door on the greenhouse this morning because I don't want my little plants getting too hot. There goes my little tomato, Tiny Tim tomato plants popped up. And there goes my cilantro. And here is my other tomato plants. And I got mushrooms growing. But yeah, I got a bell pepper popping up. See right there? It's just coming up out of the dirt. And I got a bell pepper or eggplant, and I've got basil right there in that little cup. And my sweet peppers and bok choy haven't come up yet. It's a little bit too soon for them. But I got a couple of more rose bushes down there that are surviving. All of them aren't, but I still got a couple more that are going to make it. And I don't care because, you know, I basically got planted what few rose bushes I wanted basically planted this year. If I get more, then that's fine. I'll find somewhere to put them, but I got what I really wanted. That one's trying to put out new growth. You can see right there. But yeah, so far my tomato plants have survived. But I'm not moving them out of the greenhouse yet. I'm leaving them in here. And like I said, I don't have to, because if I put them out under a tree in the shade, they'll be fine. Just put the lid over them. Crack it a little bit so it doesn't get too hot in there. And then if it gets colder, which it's going to be like 46 tomorrow night. And then the next night after that, it's going to be around 46. So I'm still anticipating another freeze, so I don't want to. I mean, like I said, they're in their own little greenhouse. I could move them out. But at this point, they're doing fine right where they're at. So I really didn't want to take a chance. But if you've got your little tote like that with your seedlings in it, by all means, move it out, put it under a shade tree so it's not in the direct hot sun until they get bigger. And then if it gets colder that night, put the lid down on it. Fasten your lid down at night so they don't get too cold in there. I'm just so cramped in my yard, I hate to put any more totes out there just on the ground. So that's why I put them in here. Actually, you're probably better off if you put them outside instead of in the greenhouse. And there's more Tiny Tims. It's like I got about 3 and 4 of them coming up in there. So I know I'll have to separate them. See, I've got 4 plants in this one. And I've got 2 in that one back there. So I'm hoping they survive. I'm going to go check my stuff in these buckets over here. Chinese cabbage. And I made another little net top. I don't know if my plants are going to need it because I know those moths will lay eggs on your cabbage and your collards. And that's the only reason I made a couple of them. But I made this one yesterday. And I've already got a video on how I make them, so I just take the tote lids and cut strips and make those. There's another tree collard. Look at all the leaves that fell in there. My rose bush over here is about the only thing that's alive. Oh, and my onions. Those are all my walking onions. Look how good they look. I can harvest tops off of them and put them in salads. Or I can cook them in like potato cakes or salmon patties. anything that you would put onions in, you can use those walking onion green tops. And you can harvest the whole onion, the root too, but if you do that, then your plant's gone. Sometimes I wait till they produce more, you know how they come up the stalk. I mean, you can literally see it moving up the stalk. And you'll end up with a clump of little baby onions at the top. Let those dry, take them off, and that's your seed, that's your new plant. You can break those off, separate them, and plant them, and you've got new walking onions. And they come up every year. But so far, I've just been harvesting the tops off of these. But I think they're really pretty. They're growing good. Check on my, oh yeah, my blueberry bush. You can't see it really, but it's putting out new growth. Look at that. So it made it through the winter. At least one blueberry bush survived for me. I had two. And I do believe I got tomato plants coming up in there. And that's tomato plants from the seeds from last year. You know how I told you once in a while I'd throw a tomato down in the bottom of the tote? Just throw it on the dirt. Well, over the winter, that little tomato dried out. It dropped seeds. And that seed's coming up from it right there. It looks like about 4 or 5 little tomato plants coming up from the seed. And they'll do that in all these totes. If the seed was any good in the little tomato. I don't see any more right now, but they're definitely coming up in that one. So I'll have to keep my eye on that. I don't know where my little buddy went. He says, I got tired of following you. Oh, I see him. He's way up here on the swing. His favorite spot. His favorite spot. And look at there. I've kept that coleus all winter long. I've put it in the house every night. And I put that one in the house every night, that aloe vera, and brought it out during the day so it would get sun. My other big aloe vera that I had in the greenhouse, it got way too cold. But the plant itself has survived, and as you could see, but I've got to trim it up. And see there? I put leaves and some more dirt in there, and my peppermint's coming up. There's my little buddy. Can I sit with you? Huh? Can I sit with you right here? He's curled up where he can get warm. My daylilies are coming up real good. Look at the green at top of. Look at there. They're going to be pretty. And they'll be coming up all in that rock garden like that too. There's the little buddy. He's a sweetheart. He's going to take him a nap. He said it's early. I'm going back to sleep. Yeah, he says it's early. I'm going to go back to sleep. A cat's life. Well, he's going to sleep for a while, so I'm going to let him sleep. I'm going to end my video, and we'll get back with you on the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe to my video. Y'all have a blessed day.